Зачем курила? Ну, потому что молодо-зелено. Хотелось экстрима. Чат, тем не менее, пропал. А я на этой сцене не ставила чат. Мне кажется, он здесь не очень нужен. Что думаете, поставить? Кстати, да, только у толстых же дробный целлюлит, независимо от возраста. Верни. Это слишком сложно. Сейчас. Секундочку. Нет, что нет, Толя? Что нет? Чатик. Чатик, появись. Я хрен знает просто, куда его ставить, чтобы он не мешал. Вы, мне кажется, его все равно видеть даже не будете. Ну, реально. Попробуем. Давайте его вот сюда вот куда-нибудь засунуть. Себя тоже чуть-чуть пониже опустить. Типа того. Не надо чат. Сейчас попробуем, как это будет выглядеть. Дура, верни стену. И что, там видно что-нибудь? В этом чате вообще? Ты похожа на Меган Фокс, только русскую. Ой, ребята, ну вы переборщили, конечно, ну спасибо, приятно. Она вроде ничего так. Ты со своим воробьем уже, короче, который раз пытаешься набросить, у тебя, чувак, ничего не получается. Когда ты уже поймешь, что это бесполезно. Нет, не видно. Че-то Д. Ты похожа на Юльку с Владивостока. Просто вазап. Вот чисто в курсе, Жень, вот ты должен понять прям, октопус в чате. Чисто разговоры только про хохлов. Как это происходит вообще? Как у него это получается? Короче, вот, по идее, наверное, вот как-нибудь. Боже мой, боже мой. По идее, короче, оно должно вот так работать. Но это не точно. Че сразу октопус? Фуфочка начался. Но показывается не последний, да, сообщение или норм? Короче, пусть как-то так будет с чатом. Интерстеллар? Что? Нет никакого интерстеллара. Пам-пам. Блин. Играть. Все, я себе тут все настроила. Так что можем начинать. Как читать субтитры? Бля. Медленнее люди. слева сверху. Мне кажется, вот там он точно картинки будет мешать. Короче, попробуем последний раз его перетащить. Если ни хера не получается, то просто забьем на чат и все. Да поднимай. Пельмешки жареные. Где-то я это уже слышала. Все, короче, начинаем. Надо подготовиться. Женька, да не переживай ты. Ну и помните, да, что если прям супер что-то важное, вы это... Просто подставляйте собаку перед моим ником, чтобы он выделился, чтобы я увидела чат. Погнали. Эпизод 5. Финалочка. О, Дисак вернулся. А тут вчера обещал вернуться и пропал. Собака, да. Ты собака, я собака. Погнали, все. И долгая загрузочка. Саша, тебе что прет сегодня так? Соскучился по моему чатику, что ли? О, Фуфочка, ты мне явно нравишься. Выжми чайку.
I mean, your eyes and the teeth. You're not really supposed to do that, are you?
Ого, нам решили с самой первой части.
Not if I can avoid it. No.
Holly's sister, Lily.
Do you even give a shit about us? The strays.
That's why you can't tell me anything. It's the ribbon, isn't it?
We're destroying the tree. No!
We're not burning the tree, Snow.
Hey, you're not really gonna send me to the farm, are you?
Харушу жалко.
The
Колян
rules are the
хороший.
rules. I don't get to make them, I just enforce them.
Bullshit.
Oh God, Bigby!
This
Игра
time
не
is no
сильно
joke.
громко, меня норм
Eat
слышно.
as many metal shellings as you see fit, but take just one more silver round near your heart, and the only place I'll be visiting you is the morgue.
Bigby, wait.
Фуфочка
When you
подписалась.
get the
Я еще
crooked
не
man,
вижу. Спасибо.
make sure you bring him back
Да, нормально,
alive.
все отлично.
He has to stand trial.
Why don't you have a seat, Sheriff? We have a great deal to discuss.
Я только не понимаю, но не может же быть, что мы всю 5-ю главу уже знаем, кто убийца. Мне кажется, это не этот дед. Не может же все так элементарно закончиться. Пару шекелей. Кошерно. Мы тут решили вообще реально интернационально дружить. Опа, шекель. Да-да-да. Где-то я уже слышала эту фразу. В одном поле не сяду. Кстати, не забудь к следующему стриму поставить новую цель. Бабосики не
You've come
ждут.
a long way.
Ща.
You must be tired.
Здесь уже прям нельзя ничего пропускать. Я на самом деле думаю, что на монитор не
And if
бью
my envoys are
щит.
correct, you haven't had a lot of rest recently.
Я пока что думаю, что самое важное, что нужно приобрести.
Please, Sheriff, relax for a moment, will you?
Думаю, что это должен быть микрофон, но не знаю,
Do you want
не
a
уверена.
drink? Something to eat? Vivian makes a very nice, it's elegant. Really, a carpaccio. It's lobster.
Чё не с
Sirloin.
глазом?
I'm here for one reason, and it's not to eat your fucking food.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
He's gonna.
Mr. Wolf is our guest, and I have every intention of
Грифонище.
cooperating. So don't waste the silver. Sit down, Jersey. Well, Sheriff, for the sake of transparency, why don't you tell us why you're here? It would help settle everyone's nerves, I think.
You know why I'm here. You killed those women.
What women?
Faith and Lily, the girls who worked at the Pudding and Pie.
Did I now? I assume by your confidence in accusing me, you must have some proof of this, yes?
Ну, по сути,
Some
фиг
allotment of
докажешь.
evidence. A witness, perhaps.
Your servant over there told me you did it.
That's a fucking lie. I didn't say anything like that.
Fine.
All I said was that this was your town, and nothing wouldn't happen without your approval. All right? That's it.
If only that were true. Those women. I don't relish telling you that the killings were perpetrated by an employee of mine. It's a very unfortunate bit of business, but I promise you that the matter will be dealt with internally. I just want to settle the issue for you, and to assure you that it's over with.
An unfortunate bit of business. You're gonna tell me right now who killed him.
Sheriff, I have complete respect for you and your job. I hope you know that. But I simply can't divulge that information. You really shouldn't worry yourself. As I said, I've got this under control.
No, I'm gonna deal with it right now.
Yeah, right.
What do you think this is? Some kind of negotiation? The man said he'd take care of it. So why don't you take the hint and get
Короче,
out?
надо навалять
I'm
жирному, но
already
пока подождем.
pissed off. You don't want to make it worse.
Oh, I think I do.
Пропускает, он
I'd love a
просто
good reason
у
to
меня
put a
сначала
bullet
разрешение
between your eyes
запрашивает.
after what you did.
That's enough! I was hoping it wouldn't come to this, but in the interest of preserving our alliance, if you have to know, it was Georgie.
Чё?
However, like I said, I'll be handling the matter if you don't mind.
Georgie.
You got what you wanted, so just...
Sit down. Now.
Yeah, I killed him, so what? You should have just kept your nose where it fucking belonged.
Why'd you do it? Why kill them?
Does it matter?
Look, the fact is, George here misinterpreted one of my instructions.
Misinterpreted?
And I want to make things right. So, let's work something out.
What's there to work out? I'm
Это как-то
protected, aren't I?
неинтересно.
Your protection has limits, and I think you've far exceeded yours. But you could murder someone in cold blood like that.
You fucking asked me to do this.
And
You
then
told me
attempt
to
to
kill
blame
him.
me for it.
Блин, я хочу вместе с вами поржать.
You will be silent
Игра
when we discuss what to
интересная.
do with you.
This is right bollocks, this. You're just gonna let him do this?
So what do you say, Sheriff? Can we discuss terms? You can have Georgie. Consider it a gift, ensuring our continued cooperation.
I think I'll be taking
Блин,
both
зря
of you.
надо
You're
было
not taking me, you
поговорить.
fucking ponce. What the fuck is this shit? You said you'd cover for us.
For minor infractions, not murder.
Just go with him, Georgie. You're gonna sink us all.
What's wrong with you
Крипчук
people?
вообще
You're
скоро
really
лупит.
gonna sell him out just like
You
that?
think I give a fuck if I'm the one? Who the shit do you think you fuckers
Just
are?
Get the fuck out of
I
here!
do apologize, Sheriff, but I think it's best if you leave now.
There's no way I'm going with him. Are you kidding me?
Things are about to get unpleasant, and I would rather you weren't here to watch.
You can go join that whore at the bottom of the lake for all I give a shit. But he's not taking me anywhere.
Дарк Металлист, привет.
I'll roll over on the lot of you before I let that shit happen.
What are you saying?
Yeah, what the fuck? You're gonna make sure we all go down this shitter with you?
I'm running out of patience, crooked man. I don't have time to fuck around here.
This could have gone so well. But you just had to complicate things. To speak the truth, I've never been a very good mediator. Why negotiate when you can just decide?
О-оу.
Did I miss anything good? Well, look at you, all fixed up.
Короче, пошла жара, пошла жара. Вам не кажется, что нам наваляют сейчас?
Over here!
Порви эту лесбуху. Фуфочка очень смешно. Прям потрясающе. Что за черепушка? Блин, это очень крутой чувак. Это из-за него я вчера собиралась на середине 4 главы прерваться, но, блин, с ним эпизод захотелось доиграть. Какой-то левый чувак, который просто превращается вот в эту штуковину.
Over here! You're done, Wolf.
Come on, we're pretty much done here.
I'd like to say it was nice knowing you, but I'll be glad to see your insides turned out.
Oh god.
Так, ну, уже отлично. Да, блядь.
This way.
Че он не превратится? А еще...
Come on, Georgie.
Oh, shit!
I know.
Что за трэш вообще происходит? Норм. вообще означает? Существует. Вообще не нравится мне эта миссия. Давай, волчонок, делай уже что-нибудь. Типа мы почти уцелили, что это будет за маячок? Что за хрень? Мы еще и на правильную тачку приземлились. Давай херачи. Да, шарик. Кажется, не успели. Вообще она должна была проехаться, наверное, по нему. Это было бы самое логичное решение. А, ну она решила это сделать.
Keep going.
Макс, привет. Что ты там? Читаешь чатик?
Come on.
Няши. Что ты говоришь? Хуй Саша. Чё тут? Почему он ничего не смотрит? Привет. Ща, я тут вся в игре, поэтому чат вообще не читаю.
Come on. We can't stay here.
Hang on. I need a minute.
Okay.
Shit. Hello, Bigby. I hoped you'd come to your senses. Crooked Man's the one you want. But of course, you're too much of an idiot to see that.
Ничего, что мы
Or maybe you just like me too much to let
выбрали
me go.
скучного дядечку.
Please, Sheriff. Haven't you done enough? Look at him. He's dying.
You can't seriously want to protect this guy. You know what he did.
I'm not going anywhere. It isn't his fault.
He's a murderer. Faith and Lily, he's the reason they're dead.
Look, I know he made a few mistakes. We all have.
What? He made sure they couldn't talk with those damn ribbons, and then he killed them. You're wearing one yourself. Doesn't that bother you even a little, knowing that man murdered...
Of course it does. Those girls...
So it's all my fucking fault then?
I
You
didn't mean
fucking... You're gonna throw me to the fucking wolf too? You know I didn't have a goddamn choice. What the fuck? I did what I had to! You can't fucking blame me for that.
Why'd you do it then, huh? If it's not your fault, then what the fuck happened?
Look, Faith and the others tried to pull a run on us. And as you can imagine, the Crooked Man wasn't too thrilled. But of course, the big boss didn't want to get his fucking hands dirty. So he told me to take care of it. You think I don't know what that means? Either I do what he says or I'm the one getting dealt with. So I fucking killed him. And I'd do it again. 'Cause it's not my fault. The Crooked Man gave the order. He told me to kill them. And then he fucking sold me out. You think that'll help? You still haven't learned, have you? Still the same old fucking moron.
Да пофигу, можно было
Go ahead
найти
and kill
другие
me
выходы.
then. But it won't bring back Lily or Faith. It won't free your friend Narissa. And I'm just the sap taking the fall for the whole thing. It must be so easy being you. Just come in here and blame me for all this shit. Job's done, right? George is the bad guy. It's all his fucking fault. But what was I supposed to do? You don't know what it's like, Bigby. How could you know?
Просто молча бить его при
You
каждом.
could have let them go. You could have freed Faith and Lily from those fucking ribbons instead of murdering them.
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. If I freed them... What would you have me do? Kill her?
Georgie, don't.
It was them or Vivian. So you tell me, if freeing Lily meant she had to die. Do you still think I had a fucking choice?
What are you doing?
What are you talking about?
This is the original.
Пам-пам.
The girl with the ribbon. I'm sure you've heard the stories. Couldn't take it off, couldn't talk about it. She used her little purple ribbon to make more of them. To keep our girls quiet. To ensure absolute discretion.
You promised you wouldn't.
All that magic is connected to this little thing. You remove hers, and the spell's broken. They're all free. But you know what happens to her? The same thing that happened to Faith. So don't you come in here and tell me I fucked up.
What the hell, Georgie? We were supposed to look out for each other. I trusted you.
You can't fucking blame me. You're not innocent here either.
Сайбер, привет.
Those were your ribbons? You're in on this?
Что-то я
I
не
thought you
спрашиваю.
cared about them.
I do. Of course I do. You have to understand, nobody was supposed to die. When we built this place, it was just a stupid idea. A gimmick. Discretion is our guarantee. That's how it started anyway.
Ты теперь
This is
рыжая?
supposed to be
Каждый
our
раз
place.
спрашиваешь.
We were going to be in charge for once,
У меня
and
просто
nobody would try to
цвет
control us
постоянно
or
разный,
use
поэтому
us. That was the point.
кажется, что цвет
Then the
волос
Crooked Man
меняет.
showed up and everything just
Сейчас цвет теплый,
turned to
поэтому
shit.
я более рыжая.
So, do you get it now? Why I couldn't just... If you still think it's so fucking simple, then you do it. Go right ahead. Kill her then.
What are you doing?
Break the spell. Save the fucking day.
Why should you get to decide? Either of you. You think this is hard for you? My life is such a fucking burden on your conscience. Don't I get a say? It's my life. Like it was either of yours to give up in the first place.
You're right. It's your life.
I know what I've done.
Wait.
I'm sick of everyone thinking that they can just do what they want with my life. I thought it would be different here. But it's all the fucking same.
Vivian, I didn't mean...
Do you think I wanted to be this person? What I did to Faith and Lily? To all of them.
Vivian, wait.
Every day I have to look Gwen and Hans in the eye and pretend I don't care. I have to forget what I've done to them. What I took away from them. I look at Narissa and I hate myself.
Спасибо за подписку.
I can't pretend anymore.
What are you doing?
Vivian, don't. Vivian,
А,
fuck.
нихера.
No. Why'd you have to do that, Vivian? Vivian.
Just... Jesus.
О май гад.
Vivian, I didn't fucking mean it. I was just... Oh.
О, это очень
Oh, fuck!
Get up. Get up!
Don't think so, Bigby. I'm gonna die here. I think we both know that. Just make sure you give the crooked man the same treatment when you find him. Really fuck him up for me, all right? For both of us.
Why do you care? Shouldn't you be more worried about yourself here?
Just wanted a nice image to part on. Old foundry by the river, all right? Shepherd Metalworks. He'll be there. Fucking asshole. You wanna finish me off now? Or do you plan to kick me around a little first? Rip my limbs off one by one? That's what you wanna do, right? Well, whatever it is, just get it over with.
That's not who I am.
Sure it's not. No more games, all right? We both know how this ends. Just make it quick. I know what I did.
All right, Georgie.
Ну, как бы, чё он будет мучиться, правильно же? Это не я. Лол. Чё-то нет, тебе просто не видно мои глаза. Что с ним было? С кем? С кем именно? С кем, Женя? С кем? С кем? С кем? С кем? С кем? Вроде. Короче, Гренделя мы порезали, поэтому он сдох. Что за колики в животе? Ну вот он мучился, и я решила его добить. От чего он мучился? Ну от того, что ему больно, и то, что он умирает. Съел не то что-то. Похоже на то. Интересно, долгая будет серия? Сейчас бы умирать в играх, а чё б нет? Текс. Что-то даже есть где пошарить.
So this is where they've been sending these.
Сейчас остается только один вопрос. Нахера голову подкидывали волку? Сейчас бы умирать в играх, скоро конец, держу в курсе. Уже писали, что волк умрет в конце, типа. Хотя хрен знает, вторая часть выходит. Даже если он сдохнет, то как бы понятно, что он воскреснет. Ты это кровавая Мэри? Кто тогда попросил голову волку и зачем? Ну вот, я уже тем же вопросом задалась. О, решили нам на больное надавить. Голос у нее секси, но она и сама ничего такая. Правда, тут пацаны ее лесбухой почему-то называют. Так, что тут? Вера ругалась с русалочкой, была с волком у нас. Белоснежка тут же у нас. А на третьей фотке вот это кто? Вот. Где втроем? Кто это? Хер с ним. Белоснежная. Белоснежная где-то лазит. Я уже забыла, где она. Мы ее типа не взяли с собой. Зеркало говорило ту же фразу, мои уста закрыты. Зеркало шлюха получается. Блин, я надеюсь, она нигде не выпрыгнет. Сейчас бы говорить фразу «сейчас бы» через каждый «сейчас бы». Что с вами? Болезнь какая-то?
It's about time you showed up.
I had to take care of some things first.
Little errand boy. That's nice.
Ah, Bigby. I see you made it here in one piece. I do apologize, but I have some business to attend to. I leave you in the capable hands of my associate. Come find me when you finish.
Я болею. Окей, тебе простительно.
This won't take long.
Get out of my way now. Don't make this worse.
Aww, he doesn't want to play.
I'm sure you'll persuade him.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Didn't your mother ever teach you manners? Or was she too busy fucking whatever breeze drifted through town?
Однако.
Oh, come on! Is that the best you can do?
Все, мы уже злиться начинаем. Идь. Веснушки, ух, какая. Мне нравится. Сейчас экшен будет. Ждем. 80% экрана занимает. Да похеру, что только шоу, как бы. Поэтому все равно игра на первом плане. Халк на минималках. Это красная шапочка. Но это же кровавая Мэри. Почему красная шапочка? Так, мы должны протиснуться. Эть. Блять, что это за херня? У меня не настолько хорошая реакция. Да что за, блядь? Фу, она жуткая.
Where are you? Come out and face me.
Не, она не очень. Фу, она вся в стекле. Как мы промахнулись? Что за бред? Походу, надо прям очень целиться. Я жмякаю, я жмякаю. Клава-то работает, да работает. Плохо, но работает. А можно глаза закрыть? И как я узнаю, кто здесь? Все ничего себе не звуки произносили. О-о. Прикольно. Нифига мы ход конем сделали. Наваливший. Ее настоящей здесь нету. Можно бесконечно продолжать. Сейчас что-то будет, сейчас что-то будет, сейчас что-то будет. Скоро. Просто разрядили обстановку. Ой, это очень смешно. Давай, уже ходи, моя сторона. Нет. Успели. Хрюкает, как Колян. Почему он уверен, что мы настоящую уже сожрали? Они же сыпались все. Мне кажется, настоящая бы кровину пустила. Где скрученный дед? О, приветики.
Hello, Bigby. You look tired.
Give me one good reason not to rip you apart right now.
This gun holds
Победил.
6 rounds of special. I won't miss next time. Before you do anything with me, I thought I should point out a few things. Snow White wants you to bring me back to the woodlands, doesn't she? And that's what I want.
Snow's not here. You're dealing with me now.
That may be true, but I'd advise against defying your new boss, at least for the time being. You will bring me back alive. Look, all I ask for is the chance to speak for myself in front of the community. And I'm sure Miss White would agree that I should be given a fair trial. Can we at least agree on that? I will have a trial.
The whole town will be calling for your execution. Why would you want me to bring you back there?
Why don't you let me worry about that? Look, there's no reason for us to be at each other's throats here.
That's funny, coming from a guy pointing a gun at my head.
Почему все так переживают просто из-за двух проституток? Ну, как бы, мне кажется, они всегда дохнут. По сути, он же не знаю, просто людей ходил как маньяк и убивал.
Bullshit. I already talked to Georgie. I know you ordered their deaths.
Mr. Porgy is mistaken, I assure you. I'm a businessman, not a killer.
There's still a lot you have to answer for.
Прудевил, что? Господи, что ты пишешь? До этого непроизносимый чат. Ник, привет. Ты же отписывался вроде вчера.
And I don't think I'm being unreasonable. If you decide to do something stupid, like murder me, you won't get your answers. But you will have a difficult time explaining yourself to Miss White and the rest of this miserable town.
Я отписывался, нет, не ты.
You're often reckless, and I worry you're not thinking.
Тот, кому обращено было, наверное, понял.
What do you really care about here? Where this case is concerned, I mean. Do you really want the truth?
This is about protecting Fabletown. When some asshole murders two of our people, it's my job to bring them down.
Then why are you here? You know who murdered them. Georgie. He's dead, isn't he? My point being, the killer has been dealt with. You've won.
You really think I'm that stupid?
I understand you have an obligation to bring me in, but you can brighten up a little. It's over. So, shall we get going? I'd rather not dawdle. You know, I'm actually looking forward to seeing Miss White again. My previous interactions with her have gone rather well.
All right, let's go. Hand over the gun.
I think I'd rather hold on to it, if you don't mind. What do you say? Hey! I'm sure Miss White will be pleased. Such a reliable pup. I understand why she'd want to keep you around.
You're under arrest. You'll be given a trial in front of your peers. And your punishment will follow.
Хорошо, что не ударили, то нас опять обвинили бы, что мы садисты. Ух. Должен же быть какой-то прям супер неожиданный поворот. Надо было всечь разок. Да я уже всем всекала, кому только можно было. В итоге потом, волк, какой ты суровый. Там не было такой возможности. Если бы была, я бы подумала. Я люблю в этой игре отрывать конечности.
I know. But we have to do something. Are you fucking kidding me?
When is this thing happening?
Are we sure he's coming?
Yes, you'll have an opportunity to... He's back.
The Crooked Man.
Thank God.
Motherfucker.
Are you okay?
Чувствую сейчас
It's been
прям...
hours. We were worried you'd run into some trouble. At the Crooked Man's place.
What? Don't I look okay?
I guess you've been worse. You did well, Sheriff. I'm surprised. Not that you did well, but that, you know... I'm just glad you made it back in one piece.
It's about time you showed up. Now throw this asshole down the fucking well.
Yes, what are you waiting for?
You killed Lily!
She was my sister!
How could you?
What do you have to say for
Where
yourself?
the fuck do you get off? You think you have the right to just do this to people? You're a fucking crook!
This? You should be ashamed.
Shithole.
Everyone,
Сейчас что-то будет.
can I have your attention? Thank you all for coming here on such short notice. I know normally we'd schedule a formal hearing, but considering the circumstances, I thought it best if we do this as soon as possible. The Crooked Man is charged with the murder of
As I
Faith
already
and...
informed your sheriff, it was Mr. Georgie Porgy who killed those women, not me.
What? It was Georgie?
Georgie?
I don't mean to interrupt you, Miss White.
Georgie may have killed him, but you made the call.
Do I have to explain the situation to you again?
Wait a minute. So you're saying Georgie's the motherfucker who killed my sister? Well, where is he?
Yeah, you're gonna bring that shithead in too, aren't you?
Yes, Sheriff. Where is that rotten scoundrel now?
Is he still out there?
I sincerely hope not. Well, where is he?
Georgie was a victim of this psycho, too. He was pushed into the whole thing, and now he's dead.
He's... what?
Dead. So you see, the culprit has been punished. There's no
That
need
doesn't
for
change
this.
anything. We'll deal with it later, but right now, you're the one I'm concerned with.
You called the shots. Georgie made that perfectly clear.
In which case, you still have a lot to answer for.
I
And
was
I
told
don't...
I would be allowed to speak.
We have to read the rest of the charges.
What other charges?
If you'd wait a moment.
Let her finish. Then you can have your say.
Got it?
If you insist.
You are charged with the murder of Faith and Lily, which Georgie carried out on your order, inciting violence against various members of the Fabletown community, including the attempted murder of Sheriff Bigby Wolf.
Twice.
A misunderstanding.
Aiding and providing monetary support for the forced prostitution at the Pudding and Pie. Additionally, you are charged with multiple counts of fraud, extortion, racketeering, and the illegal possession and sale of magical artifacts.
And resisting arrest.
Oh, yes. Now, is there anything you would like to say?
First of all, I had nothing to do with Faith and Lily, so you can strike that one from your little record book.
Bullshit! Like hell you didn't.
Stop the charade. We know you're at...
The rest of the charges are more than enough to deserve execution.
We all know who you are. We know what you've done.
Just give it up already.
The Crooked Man has committed crimes against this government, and most importantly, its citizens. These charges, if proven, are enough to justify death, upon which your body will be committed to the witching
Where it
well.
fucking belongs.
That's
So
right.
let's get
But
on
we
with it
promised
then.
you a chance to defend yourself, and I won't rob you of that right.
What the
You're
fuck?
really going
This
to
is
let him
about
talk?
justice. If we're ever going to pull ourselves together and make something of this town, we have
Чё
to
она
start
предложила?
doing
Я
things
пропустила.
correctly.
Типа
No
оставить его
more
в живых?
snap judgments, no more secrets. We are going to treat everyone fairly, even when they don't deserve it.
Поехавшая.
This is ridiculous.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna
jeez.
get to your point or what?
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell
This
the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby.
Похер на
When you finally
Белоснежку,
showed
если
up
все
at
за
my
то,
door
чтобы
last night,
его
wasn't I more than
скинуть.
helpful?
В
I
чем
answered your
проблема?
questions. I was willing to cooperate.
What's he talking about?
Yeah, and your goons attacked me. Did you forget that part?
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I've protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie
Ну,
was.
из-за
What
шантажа.
about
Логично.
Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Почему волк про
That's what
ленточки
you
не
did to
расскажет, не
us. How
понимаю.
you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
Yes, but...
Wasn't I?
You're the fucking problem here, not us.
Really? What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back. And in turn, we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living. Provide for herself.
Короче, царь и бог в итоге.
For the longest time, not much, but they asked me to come work for them.
Really? The new deputy mayor wants you on the 13th floor?
No. The wolf offered me the job. She wanted my tree destroyed. If she had her way, I'd be hung out to dry on a clothesline by now.
What?
You were gonna burn her tree? Snow, why would you want that?
Is that true? I know what you're doing, and it's not gonna work. You can't manipulate us or these people. We're not here to talk about
we're
this.
not?
Bigby just
This
means
is important, and I'm glad it's being talked about. You know why I asked him to destroy your tree. You were working with Crane and the Crooked Man.
It wasn't her fault.
You can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with the Crooked Man.
Опа,
We've
старуха,
made
ты
some
чё?
mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you. And so does the sheriff.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you perfection. No one can. But I can promise to always have your best interests at heart.
Things haven't been great for a while now, but we'll do better at
Как же
protecting
очевидно, разделяю
from
вас.
people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help, and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
He took Faith and Lily from us. And while we can never get them back, we can certainly punish
Блин,
who's
боюсь просто
responsible.
пропустить важные моменты, потому что от того, как мы диалог выстроим сейчас, мне кажется,
You're right.
да, зависит
You're all still afraid of
то,
him,
сколько
even
станут на
now.
нашу сторону.
But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over. And those girls will have their justice.
Вот бабка, сука, предательница. Пока. Ой, бля.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely
похеру.
unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the
Georgie
murders.
was working for you. Bigby got a
A
confession
confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
Snow?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this. I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
them.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Of course. Will you just shut the fuck up already?
It's okay. Whatever you're getting at, get to it.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder, since you know Bigby works for her.
That's...
He killed a man.
That don't make him a murderer. For fuck's sake, killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me? It was them. And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it internally.
Where have I heard that before? How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
Maybe he's right.
Did you think we'd all just let that go?
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
That's enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for mine.
This is completely different.
I did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story.
Дурацкая ситуация, когда на самом деле человек там по суду, грубо говоря, просто ни в чем не виноват.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen,
everyone calm down. This isn't
I
the
mean,
reason
a certain
we're here.
level of privilege should be afforded to
who?
This is how it's always been.
This is what I'm talking about. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby! Miss White!
Давай выручай.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Of course. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut
what
up. You enslaved
Ты
us for
что это одна
years.
из
Let us
проституток.
hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body. Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish some order here.
He might as well have.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa!
know
My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
We know what happened.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough
Ну
for me?
неужели?
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
No, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You're all rats, fleeing from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you?
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy? I could always rip your arms off first. Would you enjoy that?
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill
Бабка,
anybody.
иди нахрен.
We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's
I
not
assure
good
you.
enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid of him.
Dangerous.
Get him out of here.
We can send him
Everyone,
away.
listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment, so I think
This is going nowhere.
Someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting
Проголосовать.
Why not?
We should have a vote. Make it democratic.
Do you really think that's going to work?
He's right. Nobody can agree on anything.
What about Bigby?
What about him?
He was appointed. He's the only official representative, really. He should be the judge.
That makes sense to me.
I guess it does.
Okay.
Fine. Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr.
В
Wolf,
этот момент
it's
студия
your
разработчиков
call.
решали, будет ли вторая часть.
Just do what you think is right.
Yes, Sheriff. Do what you think is right.
Teach him a fucking lesson.
Пусть мучается. Просто сдохнуть
Everyone,
это слишком просто.
Not this way.
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can...
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
You're going to miss me.
No, I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
Давайте погрустим. Айрон, привет. Ну, если бы мы оторвали руки и голову, то опять бы обвинили все, ухали-ахали, какие мы кровожадные. Невинного? Да какой же он невинный? Он нас хотел убить, поэтому все законно. Теперь уже точно. Так бы еще, может, были сомнения, если бы он не напал на нас.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking
Ну, будет весело, если это не он. Что они все тут делают?
Oh, Mr. Wolf, Flycatcher left his keys.
Listen, Snow, can we talk? I wanted to...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Что за официальность вообще?
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Что происходит? Забавно. Ну зачем еще одна загрузка? Что нельзя было все в одну сцену влепить? Ну-ка. Жабёха домой поехала.
I'm going. Jesus.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Carry me, for fuck's sake. I don't give a shit. You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Это он убийца?
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day. Shit. Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you.
Ой, все.
Come on,
Обиделась жабёха.
I'm walking, all right? Calm down.
Блин, Коляна вообще жалко, но он же никому не мешал.
Sheriff Bigby, I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so if you could bring it to her?
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches that squirt juice at you if you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
That's everybody.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
Ты же лягушка.
I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore. I'm sorry, TJ, but look on the bright side, okay? There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby, so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Mondays seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on, it won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No, some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
We're all set.
Короче, жить в городе могут только те, у кого есть возможность покупать чары, чтобы выглядеть как человек. Поэтому свинье, жабам не место в Вудландсе.
I'm sorry, Colin.
Ну, Хрюш, ну не обижайся.
How about a smoke for the road?
Давайте отдадим пачку.
Thanks, Bigby. Always a gentleman, aren't you, Bigby? I guess I'll see you around. Stay out of trouble, okay? If you even can.
Увидимся.
See you around.
Братан.
Maybe sooner than you think.
Братан не тигр, конечно, но тоже неплохо.
Saying goodbye?
Это не риса, это русалочка?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah.
Ну, а куда
I guess
идется?
I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's just...
It's okay. I get it.
Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily, and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the crooked man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Narissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the crooked man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
So you sold them out?
No. Yes. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the crooked man. But then... Oh, God.
What happened? Can you tell me anything else?
I don't know what happened. But that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the crooked man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the crooked man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
I guess it worked out in the end. I can't hold that against you.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her, just hoping that maybe if I couldn't save them.
So, that piece of fabric I found near there, that was you?
Yeah, I cut my leg trying to get over the fence.
So you started all this?
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The crooked man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence, and the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith.
Чуть-чуть сейчас допройдем и обсудим вместе.
Nobody cares about us. Not really.
I'm sorry, Nerissa. I'm sorry that's what it took to get me to pay attention.
It'll be different now. You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. Seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her. Or anyone.
Преследует. Да я не успела настроить выдачу. Сейчас когда переключимся снова на экран ток-шоу.
The way you look out for each other and look out for us.
I go out there and I do my job. I put my life on the line. I get shot at. I do what has to be done for them. But at the end of the day, I'm still the bad guy.
I know, but they'll come around. You'll see. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town, finally. Because you brought the crooked man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the crooked man, it was you.
I've been making a lot of
Коляна
mistakes
жалко
lately.
все равно.
But you've also done a lot of good. Don't forget that. You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
Жопка.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
Нахрен она это сказала? Теперь он снова будет грустить о Вере.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me. You like my ribbon? Do you like it?
Faith wore one too. Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for. I'll see you around, Wolf.
Пам-пам. Ну, вот так вот. Не считаю, что скрюченный не виноват, поэтому не зря мы его скинули в колодец. Вы ударили его, пока он лежал. Какая плохая. Вы избили его во время разговора. Блин, за Коляна вообще обидно. Ну, на самом деле, просто, блин, я тогда хреново читала диалог, поэтому там так, наугад было. Ну, за Коляна прям обидно. Убили, убили, убили. Вы приняли ее на работу, но эту бабку надо, короче, отсеять бы было. Ну, что? Нихера не понял, ну ладно. Понятно, что ничего не понятно. Я думала, будет развязочка помощнее. Тут как-то все элементарно. Типа оставить у нас какое-то чувство недосказанности, чувство вины. И, собственно, последняя глава только для того, чтобы подвести нас ко второй части. Обычно конец игры с такими вариациями. Рассказывайте, какие интересные есть концовки. Как и что от чего зависит. Есть вариант, я так понимаю, что мы бы оставили скрюченного живым. Что тогда было бы в таком случае? Давайте я переключу тогда на ток-шоу. В смысле, на экран другой. Чтобы было удобнее.